quite a confusing departure here. The tide was just as low when we left Howth in the morning, and we again ran the gauntlet of the shallow bank and channel markers, lifting the engines as high as possible to avoid hitting the props on the seafloor. Then round the Ben of Howth to the entrance of the Liffey. It's always essential to check in with Dublin Harbour Office on Channel 12 before entering the channel. Port of Dublin, this is Shark Bay, over.
Shark Bay, Dublin, yes, morning.
Morning to you, Dublin. We're just reporting in, we're a 10-metre motor cruiser and we want to enter the port and head up to Coolbeg Marina, over.
Shark Bay, yes, okay, if you come across to the south side, stay on the south side at all times, keep a listening watch on Channel 12. Stay clear of any shipping movements, please. Over.
Roger that, Port of Dublin, listening in on Channel 12. South side. That's different to the shipping instructions, which say stay to the north side when you're on the way in, but what the hell. When we were planning our trip, I thought it'd be really cool to take Shark Bay along the Grand Canal here because it's 60 miles across to the Shannon, right across through Ireland to the Atlantic side. However, the problem was the arch on the boat. The height under the bridges is pretty low. It's built for narrow boats, which are low of course, and we just wouldn't have scraped through. So we can't do it, but it would be a really cool add-on to a trip, I reckon, to rent a narrow boat. Come along here, you've got great cycle paths along the towpaths, must be great little Irish villages and pubs along the way, and it's only 60 miles to the Shannon, can only take 2, maybe 3 days to do, so definitely worth thinking about.
So what have you done? Come on.
All for the sake of trying to get a low-level shot of the ducks.
What is it?
Duck poo.
And what else did you do?
I also put my foot in the canal, but it's a bloody good shot. The magazine are going to love it. We have just gone through the worst 2 hours of sea conditions I've ever gone through in my life, in winds which are only about 10 miles an hour, but it was wind against tide. It was a tidal race that we were running into for 2 hours. We have been absolutely soaked. We've had dozens, hundreds of waves broken over the bow. One of them actually just came right up and landed on the deck. You can see the deck in a minute, sea everywhere. It's not been raining, this is just the waves breaking over. Going at 5 knots, it still didn't matter. We were just nose diving into them. It was horrible. So we made it at last to Arklow. Apparently it's the infamous Irish sea chop. Just short, sharp little waves, and you just can't beat them. Horrible, absolutely horrible. It's certainly not the most inspiring harbour entrance we've ever gone into, that is for sure. It's horrible. It can only get better, I suppose.
How's the smell?
Yeah, it also smells quite unpleasant and industrial. It's a polite word of putting it. There's supposed to be fuel in here, isn't there? Somewhere. At Arklow, we clambered over stinking fishing boats to refuel from an ancient wheeled pump. This was to be our last overnight stay of the trip, before a massive mission to reach home tomorrow, from Ireland to Wales and finally Cornwall.